Most comparisons between CapCut and InVideo treat this like a beginner tool against a pro tool. That's not the real fork anymore, and almost none of them are quoting the current price on either side. One of these two averages just over 1 star out of 5 on Trustpilot. Not from a handful of angry people either. Over 1,000 reviews and 2 separate independent trackers landed on the exact same number without checking each other's work. By the end of this, you'll know which one actually fits the way you work, and there's one number in the middle that decides it outright for a specific kind of person. There's also a pricing story here that most videos covering this still get wrong, because it changed less than 7 months ago, and neither company put out a press release about it. Here's the shape of the fork. CapCut edits what you already have. InVideo generates what you don't have yet. Once you see it that way, a lot of the confusion clears up fast. Let's start with what CapCut actually does well, because it does plenty. Number 1, the free tier is real. No credit card, no account, you can open it and start cutting today. That matters more than it sounds like, because a lot of tools that say free actually mean free trial with a card on file. Number 2, it genuinely follows you around. Phone, desktop, browser, same project. One commenter under a comparison video pointed out CapCut has a Windows download, and that surprised people in the replies, which tells you a lot of viewers still picture this as a phone-only app years after it grew far past that. Number 3, the AI tools are bundled in, not bolted on. Background removal, image enhancement, resizing, all sitting inside the same edit you're already doing. No separate app, no separate login. CapCut's own landing page lists Nvidia, TikTok, Runway and Google as partners, which is heavier backing than most editors in this price range can point to. So if you want to open something today for nothing and start cutting footage you already shot, CapCut wins that specific job outright, now in video, and it earns its place here too. Number 1, it's built the other way around. Instead of editing footage, it generates the footage. One subscription gives you the current generation of AI video models, Seedance 2.5, Veo 3.1, Kling 3, all inside the same account instead of stitching 4 separate tools together yourself. Number 2, the pricing is actually published and it's specific. Plus is $17 a month for 75 credits and 4 AI avatars. Max is $85 a month for 390 credits and 16 avatars, labeled their most popular tier. Generative runs $170 a month for 800 credits, 40 avatars and 2 terabytes of storage, labeled best value. Elite tops out at $900 a month, 4,250 credits, 200 avatars, 10 terabytes. Compare that 4-tier clarity to what's coming up next about CapCut, and you'll see why that alone is worth something. Number 3, there's a real path for teams built into that top tier, not bolted on as an afterthought. 200 avatar slots and 10 terabytes is a production pipeline, not a single creator's account. So if what you need is generated video, not edited video, and you want it all under one subscription with a clear menu, InVideo is doing a job CapCut was never built to do. Now, the part where the honest picture gets more complicated for both of them. Start with price, because this is the story most comparison videos miss entirely. CapCut has no single global number. Its own help page says the price depends on your region, your device, and whatever promotion is running that week. Trackers confirm that's not a dodge. One pricing site found CapCut running around $10 to $11 a month in Brazil, $5 to $6 in Turkey, and $6 to $8 across the Philippines and India. But in the US specifically, 3 independent trackers checking at different points this year all landed on the same shift. CapCut Pro moved from around $9.99 a month to $19.99, $77.99 a year to $179.99. That's close to a 130% jump, and existing yearly subscribers got rolled onto the new rate around February without much warning. InVideo's real cost isn't the sticker price, it's the credit meter underneath it. Multiple Trustpilot reviewers this year described the same problem in different words. The credits burn faster than the work you actually get done. One reviewer said $145 worth of credits got them barely 1.5 finished videos. Another switched over expecting the old editor and found the new AI-first system confusing enough that they almost gave up entirely. So neither company's price is really what it looks like on the surface. CapCut hides the number behind region and device. InVideo publishes the number but hides the real cost inside how fast it disappears. Reliability tells a similar story on both sides. Search Trustpilot for CapCut and 2 separate review sites both landed on the same 1.2 out of 5 average. And the complaint that shows up over and over isn't the editing itself, it's billing. People say they can't find a way to cancel and the charges keep coming anyway. A recent Product Hunt roundup names the exact same pattern and increasingly aggressive paywall watermarks and features that were free last month showing up locked behind Pro with no warning. Some reviewers report a watermark still appearing on an export even after paying for the full annual plan. InVideo's complaints cluster somewhere different. One user described asking for a single extra week to use up credits before a plan expired and got refused on policy grounds, losing the time, the money, and any trust in the product all at once. Somebody left a comment under a comparison video with an even more specific problem: renders glitching mid-export, objects flickering on and off, with a timeline that looked completely normal the whole time. Support is where both stories converge. One independent review site put it bluntly about CapCut, calling the missing customer support the most worrying issue in the reviews, worse than any feature complaint. Another site scored it at 1.2 stars for support specifically, the same low number as the overall rating, which means people rating the product badly and people rating the support badly are describing the exact same experience. Neither company shows up in these reviews defending itself or fixing the billing loop, which tells you something about what happens after you've already paid. One more angle worth naming before the verdict. CapCut got there first by being the free option nobody had to think about, and that's still true today for a quick edit. InVideo got there by betting the entire product on generation instead of editing, which is a bigger swing, and the reviews above show it hasn't fully landed yet for everyone who tried it. So here's where that actually leaves you. If you want to open something today, free, and start cutting footage you already own, CapCut is the right door. Just watch the billing page closely before you ever add a card, and check what's still free versus what quietly moved behind Pro. If you want generated video and you're fine paying for it properly, InVideo is the right door. Budget the credits like they're the real price, because that's what they actually are, not the number printed on the plan. And if you've already been burned once by a subscription that quietly changed its terms, check the live pricing page on whichever one you pick before you commit to anything. Both of these moved substantially this year, and neither one announced it. One Reddit thread on CapCut's own community summed up the mood in 4 words, calling the whole paywall pattern a scam, and the replies underneath weren't disagreeing, they were adding their own examples. That's not proof either product is bad. It's proof that reading the actual reviews before you subscribe matters more here than it does for most software, because the gap between the marketing page and what people report paying afterward is wider than either company lets on. Edit what you already have with CapCut, generate what you don't with InVideo, and check the live price on either one before your card gets charged. I've put links to everything in the description. Some of them are affiliate links, so I get a small commission if you use them, at no extra cost to you. Which one bit you already? The disappearing credits or the watermark you already paid to remove? Tell me which one down in the comments.